What's going on, families and friends, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Music, the truth about the truth. And I am your big homie, TC Caldwell, BKA Stormy Weathers, the Beast in the East, right here on Hip Hop Boulevard. And I'm rocking with my two brothers, the best in the West, out there on the strip in Las Vegas, Nevada, KC Cousin and John, DC DaCosta. And ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a great show today. We are here with John, the Bossman Hall, so you make sure you stay here with us inside the music on Move'emRadio.com.
Thank you, TC. What's happening, man? Hey, Don, who is this cat here, man? This cat needs very little introduction, but tell the world who we have here.
We have Mr. GQ himself, Mr. Philadelphia, John the Bossman Hall. Well known over the metropolitan area down on the East Coast, known in Delaware, known in Jersey, New York, all in Philadelphia, all over Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, brother, tell us what you do.
Well, I go back all the way to Philly International Record Company with Philly, Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, and Mr. Bell. I started off as a dancer in the city of Philadelphia. I had a group called the Flamingo Dancers. We got our break in the year of 1984 when Broadway Eddie and Cherie Galloway came to the James Brown concert. We was on a tour with James Brown for about 6 months. And we came back home to Philadelphia and during that concert at the Uptown Theater, which is one of the legendary places where Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, the Supremes, all of them came through. He gave us a shot with, Bobby Eli. Actually wrote the song, did the music for us. And we got a break and put an album out dedicated to Michael Jackson called Let's Do the Michael Jackson by the Broadway Thrillers in 1984. And that's when it all started rolling from there. And then I got a call from Kenny Gamble and said, we need you to be involved with the recording group Philly Cream. Their manager was looking for a new person to fulfill the obligations of another brother that was there. And they knew I had the skills to do it. So they called me in, and about a year in with them, we recorded an album called Love Can't Turn Around by Tony Carmelo from Motown Records. Tony had his own label called TC Records and brung Philly Cream in. And Tony Carmelo is the gentleman that did all the engineering on the album for Gladys Knight in the Pits. He actually wrote the song Midnight Train to Georgia. So I've been blessed, man. I went to the Apollo. I won the Apollo. From there, I got a call from America's Got Talent. The Apollo sent my stuff into them. They called me, gave me a shot to be on there. This was 2015 with Nick Cannon. Very good brother, very down to earth. He gave me a pair of them shoes that, most of y'all see me in, them gold shoes that came from Nick Cannon.
So what did you perform on America's Got Talent?
Well, I mostly do the Godfather Soul, James Brown.
Okay.
I traveled with James Brown. James inspired me a whole lot. And I thought that he was really misunderstood, same way Michael was. You know, James just had a legacy, man, that I felt as though that somebody had to carry it on or it's going to die away with the
Yeah,
old music.
yeah.
So I got with a couple brothers and we sat down, we talked, they said, man, listen, that show you do with James Brown is perfect. They said that can go all over the world. So I wound up going to work one night, got a call from the Stubb girls, Pam Stubbs, who is one of the nieces of Levi Stubbs from the Four Tops. And she called me and said, listen, we need you in California. They just got rid of the guy that was doing James Brown. They need you. And so I came out there, did my thing, helped them out with that situation. And then by the time I got back home, got another call, and she said, Miss Brenda Wilson, the daughter of Jackie Wilson, wants to talk to you. So she invited me to come down. She had like a next level showcase. So I wasn't looking for anything. So I went on down there, you know, got the hotel rooms and everything, and we performed at her affair. But the surprise came when I was sitting down at the table and I seen Cheryl Ruffin, David Ruffin's daughter, up on the stage with Brenda Wilson and the governor and a couple of the councilmen, and they inducted me into the Jackie Wilson Foundation Wall of Fame. Most of it had to do with the many years I put into the entertainment business, and also the album that I did with Michael Jackson.
Man, what year was that?
The year when I did the album Michael Jackson was 2000. It was 1984, and she just inducted me February the 23rd, 2020, into the Jackie Wilson Foundation Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, man.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
now besides that Hall of Fame, you were also inducted into another Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Which one was that one?
Don't you have one, a Motown one?
Oh, that's from her. That's from Brenda Wilson.
Oh,
They're
okay.
in Detroit. Yeah, they're in Detroit. You know, like I said, that was an honor, a shocking. I met the offsprings of the children of the legends, you know, and a lot of people think that Motown is dead. It's not dead. You know, Barry Gordy might have moved the business to California, but Motown is really known not just for R&B, but for jazz and blues.
It's also known for gospel now because they moved it down to Tennessee.
Nah, yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, you know, it's just been going on and on. I wound up getting 3 shots at a movie. The first movie I went for was James Brown's movie, Get On Up. And that turned out, I got a little upset because I didn't know the history behind Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
I didn't know that history. But I come to find out that Denzel Washington and Felicia Rashad was in back of him. Plus, he comes out of Harvard. So with that kind of people in back of you, I don't care who come to get that audition spot. With those type of people back of you, you know, he had that. He had that. Plus, he had just came off of doing what? The movie 24 with Jackie Robinson movie.
Yeah.
So after that, I came in second place for that movie, for the James Brown Get Up movie. After that, I did Sylvester Stallone, Creed 1. I was an extra in that movie, in the boxing scene around the boxing ring and stuff. We was extras in that movie. Then I got a role just last year. Earlier this year, February 2021, I got a call from one of the Lion Gates producers named, what was his name? Saeed Muhammad called me and said, listen, man, we got this movie and I kind of did it around you. So I said, well, how you do that around me? I never met you. He said, the concept of the movie. He said, you're going to be playing the nephew to a well-known person by the name of Ari Mosley, who actually came out of Philly National he was the distributor of all the music to go to the stores. So they wanted to show how this music came about and how he got it out there to the people. So I played his nephew, getting involved with the mafia, owing the mafia money. And my uncle, Ari, is a millionaire, and he bails me out, to get out of this trouble. So the music, the co-star of the movie and co-producer, I did, Ari Planet Live. That's being shown on Vimo and Philly Cam.
What's the name of the movie?
Ari Planet Live.
Ari Planet Live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna have to put a link up for that.
Who else is in that movie?
Well, one of the Philly Cream members, lead singer, Miss Valerie Ford. Also, we're having that movie Tribute to the Legends. Very good friends of mine. I mean, these boys are so tight, man. These boys are dynamite. I just had them on the show with me for Cure Cancer with Music. And
talking about Jack and them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we had Fee Brown. Fee Brown, the new upcoming artist with good music. Then we had Firestorm Band that I work with very close. We got an album out now, a hit song called I'm the Bossman. And I just recently, just September the 5th, did the Dell with Stephanie Mills, After 7, and the Whispers.
Okay, now you just did something else too, okay? You got to get your props for you just got through doing a concert. Your concert was Cure Cancer with what?
With music.
Okay, and you had a group of people from Philly, including my boys, Jack
That's
and
right.
Tribute to the Legends.
Right,
So-
we had people from Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Atlanta came up to Philadelphia, for the cause of raising money for this foundation to give back to St. Jude to help the children to get a cure for this cancer because it's touching everybody's lives. So the brothers that actually put this together, they're from out of New York, and they came to Philadelphia seeking me out, and they said that they wanted me to help them establish this foundation. So I came in as the director of the music coordinator for Cure Cancer with Music. And I took the forefront and I put the show together. And I knew what groups to put on there because I knew who the people wanted to see. So you have to know what the people are listening to, who they're looking at, and get the best place that you can put it at where everybody feel comfortable. And don't let the price be so high.
You did a good job, brother. You did a good job because I called my people out in New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Baltimore. I called them all out. I said, hey, y'all supposed to be my people. Y'all got to show up.
That's right. That's right. And I'm getting ready to do it again. God's will. I'm going to Atlantic City. I just come from there, talking to them. Waiting for them to give me an okay on December 31st. I want to do a New Year's bash, with Scott, probably, I'm looking at Climax, Tribute to the Legends, Touch of Class, CC Dash, her cousin just passed, Sarah Dash, from the Bell and the Bluebell. We are getting ready for that now. This girl here, man, you see her, man, hear her voice. This girl is phenomenal. CC Dash, she is phenomenal. And she's young, and she's just something that, what's coming new. And that's what we need, new music. Not the music cussing women out, calling women this and that. We need that love music back. That music that makes you think. About
the kind of music that you hold up your kid and said, we made this baby to your song.
That's right. That's right. And my first cousin been in business way longer than me, both of them, matter of fact. My first older cousin is Morris Gardner. Morris Gardner was the lead singer for the Dream Lovers. They had that song out, Darling, When We Get Married. Then my cousin behind him is Russell Tompkins Jr. with the New Stylistics. You know, and me and Russell just did a show together. Where was we at? In Atlantic City. Russell Tompkins Jr., the New Stylistics, also the Delphonics with Wilbur Hart. Yeah. Well, Wilbur's a real good brother, man. You know, Wilbur been knowing me, man, for years. You know, like my cousin Russell. Russell recently, maybe about 5 years ago, found out that I was his cousin. Out of all the years of performing around him, he been seeing me saying, man, who is this guy? This guy just coming in shutting the show down. You know? He said, who is this guy? Because I had a lot of them, they didn't want to go on after me.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they said, man, your show's so tight, man. Man, the show we just did, I had Showshine from Kool and the Gang. Showshine came to me and said, you got me at the headline? I said, yeah. He said, man, I ain't going on after you, man. He said, no, man, I got to go before you. We had to change places. You know? So,
hey.
You know, but, you know, like I told them, I said, well, you know, you got to work at your craft. You got to be sincere about it. You got to love what you do. If you ain't got no love for it, then you're just wasting the time. You know what I mean? Because some people just look at it for the money. Me, I know the money gonna come. God has blessed me with the talent. So I might well just go forth, keep putting that effort out there, keeping the Godfather soul alive, keeping that funk moving. You know, when y'all hear my new song, I'm the Boss Man, that's on YouTube, that's a James Brown groove.
Okay, see, I'm so glad you segued into that because I was just getting ready to bother you about that. So we got some new material happening, huh? Yes,
10 songs on one CD. Every one of them is a hit. I just talked to Kayvon Evans, Babyface brother, when we just did the concert. I gave him a copy. I said, listen to this. This is all new music. If you need somebody to write something for you, we got writers. You know what I mean? But listen to this. This right here could be your next group. So
you're funking.
Just to see what he said.
So you funking.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, check this out.
We can do it all. You can do funk. The band, I always tell them to be versatile. I say, you know, we can do the R&B, you know, because I always let the band go on before I come on. I do that same pattern that James do. Go ahead, put your review show together. I can take Tribute to the Legends, put them on. They come right back with a group called Jakar from out of Baltimore. Female group, bad. They bad, man. And they remind me, they head to head with the Stub Girls. But the Stub Girls still number one. Still number one.
So with that, what song you want TC to play for us off of your new off of the new funk junk?
The main one I really like. There's 10 of them there. I really like. I like Susie, but I think y'all will enjoy Get Up and the Boss Man. But if y'all want to play something, you can play the Boss Man.
The Boss Man? Well, I'm going to throw it at TC. TC, take it away, baby boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the hit single by Firestorm featuring John the Boss Man Hall. I'm the Boss Man.
The boss man, 'cause the way I move funky move, you got the funky sound. Say what? Move it. Get it now. Here's the man coming to your town. He's got the funky move, he got the funky sound. Say what? I'm the boss man. I'm the boss man. Got the funky move, you got the funky sound. Say what? Move it. Get it now. Here's the man coming to your town. He's got the funky move, he got the funky sound. Say what? I'm the boss man. Here's the man coming to your town. He's got the funky move, he got the funky sound. Say what? Move it. Get it now. Here's the man coming to your town. He's got the funky move, he got the funky sound. Say what? I'm the boss man. I'm the boss man. I'm the boss man.
Thank you for sitting with us through that short break. We're going to jump back onto the couch with the fellas. Pause.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Already a progress.
Yeah. Yeah. This album took about 6 months to do.
Yeah.
These guys came to me and they wrote these songs. And I said, wow, that's amazing. 10 songs. Okay. And number one came to be, I'm the boss man.
How did they come up with that title?
Well, I've been performing with them for the last 5 years, and they've been watching me. So they said, well, you know what, boss man? We watch you move the hat, we watch you dance, we got a song for you. And they wrote it and brought it to me. I listened, I said, man, that's a hit. And boom, put it out there. I sent it to London first, and it just went to chart.
So which song was that you sent out?
I'm the boss man.
Okay.
Sent that over to London, to Esther Austin. Esther Austin shipped it over to Germany and France. And then we put it with, what's his name? Sean. Sean is in Scotland, England. And Sean played it, what was it? Then we got it on Free Agent Radio over in Jersey, here over this side. But Sean, he has Wicked radio station. And he blew it up. And it's been going ever since. And it's just been like, I'll go somewhere, come back, and the producers here already had me lined up for a concert. As soon as I got back from Detroit, getting the award, I didn't know that people had it on Facebook Live. So they were seeing it. So by the time I got back, I got a phone call from one of the brothers that I grew up with. Well, I grew up under him. He's one of my older brothers, Town. Town called me and said, congratulations, man, you know, on that award that you got from Motown. He said, I got something for you. And I said, what is that? He said, you're going to come to the Ocean Casino with Stephanie Mills at after 7. That never happened. That was supposed to have been 2 years ago on Mother's Day. That was canceled due to the corona. So now we just came back with it again in my hometown which was a great blessing because that's one of the outside amphitheaters that you want to do as an entertainer. It ain't too many people within the city of Philadelphia that came through the ropes of the streets and stuff like that actually got that opportunity to perform on that stage. You know, you have to be well known or got some music out or your
Yeah.
name is written. And because they saying if I can sell tickets and on you
Yeah.
and get
Yeah.
paid, now you're going on a concert. So I got the call one morning and they said, look, man, you with the Whispers and Stephanie Mills and them, you know. So I was like, well, okay, hey, I'm ready, you know. Because
So how large is your unit? What you working with?
woo, I got an 8-piece band, 7 dancers, 3 background singers.
Okay.
You know, I got the whole funk show. I bring the whole show. I mean, it's just like looking at James Brown all over again. If I put the wig on, you wouldn't know the difference. And I'm saying somebody that she contacted me. I was looking for her for a long time, and I finally got her. Martha Hyde. Martha Hyde worked with James Brown for 30 years.
Okay. Yeah.
She wrote a book called He's a Funny Cat, Mr. Hyde. And this book gives you a legacy on James Brown, things that we never even knew about. You know, how strict he really was with that band and this whole organization. You know, people always talk about how James fined them and stuff like that, you know. And I was trying to figure out how was James finding them back in 1950 and 30 and 40s like that, you know. And I said, what kind of money was y'all making? She said, we made $250. I said, $250? She said, yeah. He said, that was a lot of money back then. I said, okay. You know, so I said, all right, Martha, you know, but when she saw me, she said, well, they're making a play out of my book. They picked it to James Brown guy, but I don't like him. He said, I sent the video of you to them and I didn't hear nothing. So I waited for maybe about 2 weeks. I called her. I said, Ms. Hyde, I just want to thank you for your time, for taking the effort to give me that shot. She said, wait a minute, hold on. They just called me the other day for a second video. So I said, wow, okay, you know, second video? She said, yeah. She's like, I sent them the one with you wearing the wig and performing. I said, that's a good one. She said, yeah. She said, now they're going to start back up next June with this casting. He said she didn't have too much say-so in the matter, even though she wrote the book.
Yeah.
But finance came from somebody else. But I told her, your opinion still means a lot because that is your work. You know what to look for. And if you feel as though that, you know, you want to give me that audition, then I'm willing to come and take that audition, you know, because this would be another feather in the hat moving in the right direction.
Right. So you've been doing, how long you been doing James Brown, man?
Woo! Now I say about 20 years I've been doing James, but I've been in the business since I was 17. So I got about 40 years in the business.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
now that you've done your concert and everything, I know you. What is it you got working in that head of yours? What is it you got working that you plan on bringing up?
Well, I've been sitting, you know, sitting around some of the greats, man. They teach you how to contemplate. They say, okay, well, James told me something many years ago. He told me, he said, listen, when you make one step, you have to make the next step greater than that step. He said, that's how I came to be a millionaire 11 times. He said, I kept writing them songs. I had to keep coming with the hits. coming with the hits. He said, so what I do now today, I look at what the people need. I think about what they're listening to, and I try to bring that old flavor back to them. Even when I do my concerts, I take you back to BYOB and BYOF. Bring your own food, your own bottle. I ain't got to cook no food because of the corona. I ain't got to give you any drinks. You drink what you want to drink. You know, I'm saying I got the concert for you. Come and enjoy. You, your wife, your children, anybody else, come and enjoy and sit back and relax. Because this thing with cure cancer with music is going to go up and beyond. And that's where I want to get with brothers like yourselves, and we can do concerts on that level of dealing with cure cancer with music. Bring it into your city.
Yeah, well, we have some plans that we're working on. We're just trying to make everything in line, you know, because we have the opportunity of dealing with a lot of artists that are our age, you know, and a lot of us are we still got it in us. We're just not getting the work, you know, we're not getting heard from, we're not getting seen, you know, so that's one of the main reasons we created this platform, you know, to reach out to cats like yourself, get the true story, you know, find out that you was an amazing flamingo, you know. You know, I love the days from back in the days, the dominoes, you know, the hat bands. We had a group called the Hat Bands, you know, but you know, everybody got to start, you know, and a lot of times we don't get the opportunity to tell where we really started from, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, starting out as a dancer, and we came up with that name, the Flamingos, because, you know, we went through the 45 records.
Yeah.
And we found the Flamingo thing. Wind up actually doing a concert with them. Was amazing. Wound up doing a concert with them guys. And, you know, everything I done step by step, even with the magazines, being put on July front cover magazine for Face of an Icon. They gave me that. Then I went on the front cover of Turning Point magazine with Esther Austin from out of London. People's magazine getting ready to give me an interview. So, you know, I think that God is blessing me and using me as a vessel in the light of the people that are trying to get back into this music business, and being the light for them and showing them, okay, we can do it together. But if you don't want to do it together, then I'm gonna keep on doing it myself. You know, I ain't gonna let nothing stop me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, because I know that, you know, like I told people, it's not about the money. Some people think it's just about the money. I said, no, it's not even about the money. It's about the respect that you have for the old artists. It's the love that you have for what they put together. And knowing that that's part of our culture.
Yeah.
They would take that away from us, as they have taken many things away from us. So we have to be prepared and know how to lock certain things down. And I felt really sad that Whitney Houston, the staff that was around her, let her go down like that. There's no way in the world Clyde Davis and them would let this woman, even if I know you on drugs, I'm gonna send you to a rehab. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna find you.
Wait a minute. You and I both know, because see, I've been in the industry my entire life. And you and I both know that the industry will use quite a few different techniques and tools to make sure that an individual stays within inside the guidelines that they want, you know.
Right.
And we also know that in the industry, bad press is good press.
It's good press. That's right.
You know, bad press is better press than good press. You can have a new baby and everybody be like, oh, that's cute for about 15 minutes. You mess around and get caught out someplace drunk, they talk about you for about a month and a half, you know?
Hey.
You know,
Like just like our brother R. Kelly right now, what he's going through. You know what I mean? You know, and it's scaring a lot of entertainers because you're talking about, this man took his career and used it, to manipulate women. I mean, are you saying the same thing when the Rolling Stones and Rick Jagger and all them went on the road when they was doing that? You ain't look at them like that.
okay, John, you open it up, but you open it up like two cans of worm on that one, man. You know, we'd have to do a whole show on that where like a lot of people probably wouldn't like 80% of the stuff that I said. You know, I'm not even gonna comment too much on that situation because that's like
That's like a little taboo.
But
I agree
with you. I agree with you. A lot of artists do have skeletons all up in the closet, up under the bed and everything. And a lot of things could be misconstrued to appear to have been something quite different,
Right.
So I hear what you're saying on that, but like
story. Right, that's a whole different story. Even with Michael Jackson, knowing Michael and being in his presence, people really misunderstood. They did have one part of the story right, that he grew up without childhood. But and so far, he did have a childhood. Some people don't realize that because, he rode bikes, he hung out with his brothers, he did certain things that they allowed them to do. You know what I mean? Because when you come into that superstardom and you start making that type of money like that, yeah, they're going to shelter you. You know what I mean? Because now you're a figure, you're a major figure to the people, who got to hold you back. But it's not like Michael having been working with them kids all them time. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing that many, many years. But when the other people want to point something out when they mad at you, where you say, well, you taking my money.
Well, see, right. I was getting ready to say, see, now, Michael's situation, Michael and Art don't go in the same category as far as I'm concerned at all. Because anybody that really followed Michael knows that Michael's problems really didn't start until after he bought the Beatles catalog and everybody else's music. Michael messed around and everybody was asleep on that catalog, and Michael bought the whole world's music. That's when Michael Jackson started having problems. Michael, that's when he was buying the Elephant Man bones and everybody. Everybody got upset, but they didn't get upset really until he bought that catalog.
Right.
Once he bought that catalog, then they started trying to defame his character, but like, that's the same. See, now I would put Bill Cosby in the category of Michael Jackson. Because Bill Cosby's life didn't go down until he got enough money to buy the TV station.
Yes.
The TV network. Right. Up until then, he was a favorite Negro.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying, him and OJ.
Well, they were. That's what they were.
Him and OJ. Right. They was like
top
everybody loved them.
Right.
And then because like I say, they're in a different category, but that's a whole different show. That's a whole different show because like I say, my opinion is very opinionated.
Right. But you have that. But my next move, man, I'm thinking about, I want to do the Vegas scene, but I don't want to come out there and step on nobody's toes like the brother King James Brown. He already got upset at me about a few things that I said to him. But I told him, I said, listen, I said, I'm 60 and I'm still moving like I'm 20. I still can spend 8 times. I still can split 4 splits and come back up. I'm still running back and forth across that stage.
I saw him just Saturday night.
Yeah. Yeah. I told them, I said, listen, let's get to the icing of the cake. Let's see who actually got the James Brown thing down for real, for real. Let's put some money up. And Tony come from Florida. I'll come from, Philadelphia. We'll meet him in Vegas. and you know we have a James Brown night of entertainment to see who's the best James Brown.
Oh, that'd be like whoop, there it is.
Yeah, I talked to Carrie
The
about
95
it.
South and tag team. Remember with that? They both had the whoop, there it is song, and they had a little bit of competition to see who's the one. That's the story that I heard during that
Right,
period.
who actually the real people.
Yeah, it's basically like things they had years ago when I was a kid. They used to have talent shows. And originally, what happened was you had a group of doo-wop groups, which was the Paragons,
Right.
the Jesters, the Continentals, and they'd all have a sing-off.
Right.
And
That's right.
in fact, later on, you know who capitalized on it was Robert Townsend.
There you go.
Robert Townsend would have two groups in there, and they'd have one group sit on one side, another on, and they'd each go into the hits that they had.
That's right.
Well, that's what everybody doing now. Verses. That's what they call verses now. They just had Puff Daddy and Jermaine Dupri versus. You know.
Yeah, I seen that on the radio. They were doing that. This group versus that group.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Hit on hit.
In Philadelphia, we still got the talent nights. You know, we call them open mic. I mean, I slide through there every now and then just to show my parents. I don't want the people to think that I'm better than them. You know, because sometimes people can get jealous. I mean, that you know your name spreading around the city. Oh, he think he better than us. You know, so I come out there. You know, I let them know I'll come, but I'm not performing. I mean,
so wait a minute. So you planning on rolling to Vegas, huh?
I would love to come out there just, you know, get a taste of it. I haven't been to Vegas since the 80s. And I came out there with Philly Cream, but that was it. And it wasn't too much at that time, but now Vegas is really blowing up. So, you know, I think my show will fit perfect in Vegas. You know, because you got to have the dancing girls. You got to have everything you need for that stage to take up them hours, 2-3 hours on stage like that. Yeah, because Vegas would be nice. I think Vegas would be real nice, man. Knock them in the head one time. You know, I mean, a lot of people have been seeing me on different, you know, platforms, but you know, me myself, every show is just like the first show. You know, I don't get nervous. I don't get excited. I go out there and I attack it. You know, once I hear that music start up with that funk James Brown thing, that's when the transformation comes in. And you have to transform into that artist.
Yeah. Well, Big John the Boss, man. Oh. Hey, man, we're gonna have to bring you back on the show. Wait, so when you talking about coming out to Vegas?
Whenever it's available, Carrie Brown was talking about it to me. She's gonna line something up. You know, I've been waiting on that for the past 3 years. But I know she has her little thing she does out there. But I told her, you know, and I think that she didn't want to step on his toes neither. King James Brown. She didn't want to.
I hear you. Well, in the event that you do come, make sure that you know we know you're coming while you're heading your way out here. You know, and if nothing else, we can get all the James Brown together and sit down and do an interview and let all y'all talk junk. That would be fun.
The main one, like I tell them now, Tony. I know Tony's been around James. He had some time with him. You know, I don't know about King James Brown. He might have had some time with him. I'm not sure. You know, I know myself. I had a ball with him. I mean, Danny Ray, Maceo Parker, Fred Wesley.
Yeah.
Man, you know, they some bad boys. But see, James was he used to mess with their minds. See, James, he knew they was good, but he always tell them, y'all still got a lot to learn. Y'all got a lot to learn, man. Y'all ain't got it yet. Y'all ain't got it yet. But he knew that they had it. but he didn't want to give them that credit because he knew they'd walk away from him. And showing up, they
Hey,
did in the long run. They did in the long run. Parliament Funkadelics, Boosie's Rubber Band, you know, all that's one band.
yeah, well, you know,
One
I
band.
got a close friend of mine that's over in LA, a cat named Jerry Poindexter. He played organ with James for a bunch of years, you know. So yeah, man, this was a great interview, man. Any more questions, Don, before we wrap up and bounce out of here?
No, sir. Of course, I will get with Mr. Bossman himself later on the phone, because we have things to talk about and business to conduct.
Yes,
So him and I will get together. So for now, brother, I thank you for coming on. I appreciate everything you've done for my boys over there in Philly, jacking them with tribute to the legend. So
yeah, that's
I
been
totally
great.
appreciate it. That's been great.
Yes, sir.
And we have other things to do,
yeah.
you and I. So we're going to hook this up and take care of business.
Yes, sir.
All right, man,
Yes,
we're going to bounce this back over to TC. Hey, big boss man. You see the boss, ladies and gentlemen. Back over to TC.
Yes, sir. All right, brothers. Peace.
Well, good brother, I just want to say thank you for joining us today and giving that insightful advice and information, and putting us down on what it is that brought you into the business and made you such a success at what you were doing. You became a staple in the East Coast in this business, and you represented Philly and Jersey extremely well. You know, so just want to say congratulations on all your accomplishments and accolades. Starting with the flamingo dances and then becoming, you know, putting together Philly Cream and all the success you had with that group, of course, and still continue to have, even with your project Firestorm and the I'm the Boss Man single and all the other singles that y'all put together. You know, so there's a lot of, you know, younger artists and brothers and sisters that look up to you and that you inspired to want to try to step into your shoes. I just don't know how successful they might be. And speaking of stepping in shoes, you know, the fact that you were able to harness that energy and that personification, and James Brown being one of the icons of this music business, and you took that energy and you turned it into your own, and you were able to channel James Brown in a way that isn't really successful by others that may have tried. You know, they might have tried and still couldn't get it right, but you get it right every time, brother. So, you know, I like to say thank you, and I like to say, you know, I'm honored to have the opportunity to hear what you had accomplished and what you continue to accomplish, man. And I hope I can get a fraction of that, you know, in what I'm doing and the endeavors that I have, and working with my two brothers here, or my three brothers, because you got K9 on the production side as well, that's making this happen, movingradio.com, where you send them and we move them, you know what I mean? But I just like to say, you know, that we truly appreciate your time. And you sharing this information and sharing your gift and continue to share with the world. So, you know, best of everything and all that you continue to do. You know, keep pushing, brother, keep living, keep giving me a reason to keep doing what I'm doing and trying to attain those goals that I'm trying to attain in this business, and doing with integrity, especially because it keeps you in shape, man. And Lord knows we got to be in shape, just like you said, you know, physically, spiritually, and mentally to do this. And for as long as you've been in this business, I know that you definitely had your spirit and your body and your mental in order to do what you was doing. So we just want to thank you. And as always, in closing, ladies and gentlemen, we like to thank y'all for tuning in to Move 'em Radio on Three Pharaohs Production presents Inside the Music, the truth about the truth, where this is the Philly. We in the Philly phase right now, baby. We bringing you artists from the Philadelphia, Delaware Valley, the East Coast, baby, the Beast in the East, rocking here with your big homie, TC Caldwell, BKA Stormy Weathers, right here on Hip Hop Boulevard with the two kings on the strip in the West Coast, Casey Cousin and Don DC DaCosta. And of course, every show is brought to you by Stormy Weathers Entertainment, Source 3 Entertainment, Move'emRadio.com, 176 Studio 204. And you best believe any and everybody that is down for doing positivity. And let's not forget, it's changed, y'all. It's no longer Columbus Day. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. So from the Cheyenne Sioux tribe and all my other tribal brothers and sisters, it's our time. Peace. Keep doing what y'all doing. Stay loved. One.